Hey guys, this is my first major woodworking project. This is a Pooja Mandir. This is made mostly using walnut plywood and some walnut as well. This contains a lot of storage, a two-tier pull-out shelf and lots of lights inside. So there are a lot of different types of Pooja Mandirs available online, but we cannot find anything that we liked, especially with large storage that we wanted, the decent height that we wanted, and also the type of decorations at the top. I started with a pretty basic sketch using SketchUp, and then I went about having a detailed drawings for some of the complex sections. I bought most of the components from Home Depot. I used top grade walnut plywood for all the visible components and some as far as walnut for the doors, and I rented a table saw and cut them, labeled every pieces. Now this is my first major woodworking project and I made a lot of terrible mistakes, and this is my first mistake. This is a cheap plywood I thought I can use on a non-visible components and save some money, but you will soon see why that was such a bad idea. I started with the base cabinet. So it is around 36 inches high. There are two tiered pull-out shelf at the top, two drawers and two cabinets. There are some space left on the sides, so I just filled up with some rectangular small boxes. I did the detailed drawing using SketchUp, and after I'm satisfied with the results, I went ahead, noted down the dimensions and cut them using the table saw. I used Craig's pocket holes for all the joinery inside the base cabinet and in other areas of the Pooja Mandir as well. And as soon as I started building this base cabinet, I realized the first mistake. The cheap plywood, it started to sag and it is not square. So I had to add supports everywhere I can to pull up the plywood and add more support. So for the sides of the base cabinet, I don't want them to be plain, so I cut some thin strips of 1/4 walnut plywood and glued them as a borders. So for the two-tiered pull-out shelf, it's nothing but one drawer within another, and both does not have any walls. So I made a small frame, and on top of that I just simply glued a 1/4 inch walnut plywood as a base. And in spite of our busy playing schedule, my little assistant is always there to help me. And moving on to the middle section, it's actually an open cabinet and everything is joined using pocket holes. Unfortunately, I don't have any photos or videos about how I built it, but the challenge was the doors. The doors I wanted to resemble the ancient South Indian temples. I tried few variations and settled with the design in the middle. I wanted to have a square so that I can place some brass idol figurines there. And this is where I made my second major mistake. I naively thought pocket holes and glue should be able to hold a 2x2 as well as walnut in a grid-like pattern. It broke in a lot of places, it split in a lot of places, and then I had to make a lot of design changes around to finally make it happen. So moving on to the top section. So this is the section I wanted to try my hands on. I was so excited to do this. This is what we call a Gopuram, and there are a lot of YouTube videos explaining how to build one. And if you look closely, this is a two-tiered frame surrounded by the crown moldings from Home Depot. First, I built the two-tier frame mostly using the scrap 3/4 plywood. I did some over-engineering here so that I can hang pretty heavy stuff from the top. I did cut the crown molding, treating them as outside corners using compound angles, courtesy of all the YouTube videos I saw. And then I nailed them using a nailer. There are a lot of gaps, but wood filler was able to help. Okay, time to finish. I did make a makeshift paint booth in my garage using cardboards, and I first applied espresso stain on all the walnut facing components. After that, I applied a one thin coat of dewaxed shellac, then followed by satin polyurethane throughout. I lost track of all the mistakes I did here, and it took really long time for me to complete the finishing part, but the end was worth it. I bought some stencils from Amazon and I spray painted gold paint on all the major places so that none of them looks plain. I also got a lot of brass fittings from Amazon as well, including the bells, the figurines, the elephant. And last but not the least, the lights. I just tried to have some hidden lights, and honestly I'm very happy with the way that it came out. And that's it guys. I hope you guys like my video, and next time I'll be back with a better one. Bye bye.